When things normally don't go the way that I expect them to, and views are looking kind of, I always can go back to All Reliable. Yeah, boy. That's that. That's that. What is going on with you guys? TheCaliEffect, king of games here. And today, this is going to be a very different video. I'm not necessarily going to be making cards skyrocket in price this time. We're actually going to be talking about cards that have skyrocketed in price or are creeping up in price, and also giving you a good reason why you should or should not buy these cards. Is it a great investment, or are they bad investments? As always, I want you to be sure to destroy that like button, and anytime we make a market watch video, of course I want you to click on it, but I also want you to click on the video that just isn't doing great right now, which is my ghost rare collection. Go ahead and click on that video, watch it, and if it's a trash video, then let me know down below in the comment section. Don't be shy. What can be done to improve it? Or maybe you just don't like ghost rares. Not everybody can be born amazing. But the most amazing thing is that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel, so make sure you do that as we talk about these cards that you should or should not buy. Okay, so the first card I want to talk to you about is a card that is steadily going up in price. It does have a common, ultra rare, and secret rare printing, but the most sought after version is the secret rare. Artifact Lancia from the Battles of Legends Heroes Revenge set is creeping up in price. When this card first made its debut, it was heavily sought after because it was the highest rarity version of a singular hand trap, and then over time it depreciated in value due to the fact that Artifact Lancia seen no competitive play. Now Artifact Lancia is a huge power card in this current format. People can say that it's one of the best hand traps, if not the best hand trap in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Preventing players from banishing is really good against decks like Rocket, Dino, Eldritch, Invoke, literally every single deck in the current meta. And with that being said, there are very limited quantities of Artifact Lancia on the market in its secret rare copy. If you ask me, Artifact Lancia at $4 right now is a huge buy. You need to have a playset of this card. If you missed my buy these cards before its skyrocketing in price video when I highlighted this card, then here is probably your last chance before Artifact Lancia never goes back down again. You have to remember it is a secret rare from a set that is not getting a reprint anytime soon. Artifact Lancia in secret rare is going to be the go-to rarity to seek out once Artifact Lancia becomes a meta staple again. Unless they make ghost rare Lancias, but the way that you guys didn't click on the video, maybe it still might be heavily sought after. A card that has been on the rise due to Red Eye's Dark Dragoon is Predaplant Anaconda. Now you guys should already know your Anaconda don't want none. I'm not gonna do that anymore. We're getting past that. Have you seen the educational version of that song? It's really cool. Predaplant Anaconda does allow you to fusion summon into Red Eye's Dragoon by sending Red Eye's fusion from your deck to the graveyard in the corresponding Dark Magician and Red Eye's Black Dragon. This has become a phenom overnight, just how the Numeron engine was a phenom in its appropriate set, and players are buying up Predaplant Anaconda. Now you're probably wondering why I compared this to the Numeron engine. Well, it's just like the Numeron engine. Red Eye's Dark Dragoon is not as good as some players may think, and Predaplant Anaconda currently sits at a $28 price tag because of it. Predaplant Anaconda is one of the best cards in the Dual Overload set, but how long do you think that this card will hold that $28 price tag before players realize that Red Eye's Dark Dragoon isn't as powerful as it was when it was in the OCG? Now, if I were you, I wouldn't want Predaplant Anaconda anywhere near your buns, but I mean, hey, that's you. You can do whatever you want with it. I personally think that this is a card that you should not buy. It is a sell card right now. Now, an unfortunate circumstance of events has made Forbidden Droplets skyrocket in price. First, players realize that this card is good. The second thing is that we're not sure exactly what Konami is doing in place of the unlimited print run. I mean, they could just print more boxes of Rise of the Duelist, but that's not nearly as fun and as problematic for players as Konami has known to make unlimited runs of cards, right? Forbidden Droplet is an amazing card, allowing you to send cards from your hand or field to the graveyard to be able to negate cards on your opponent's side of the field. The biggest problem with Forbidden Droplet was the prevalence of Herald Arclight, which will prevent you from sending monsters from your hand to the graveyard, meaning that they can always find a way to counter it. But now, since the Holofabrics engine, or at least Jet Synchron and Mecha Beast Olion were banned, it's a lot harder to get to Herald of Arclight, meaning that there's less play of the card, meaning that Forbidden Droplets can shine as a true card. Forbidden Droplets is literally the ultimate counter to break my board type decks, especially if you are playing a strategy like ABC or Burning Abyss that wants certain cards into the graveyard, or that doesn't care about the resources that they already use, like a trap-based deck like Subterror or Altergeist. This is a godsend card. Now, no matter what the price is of Forbidden Droplets, it is currently a $90 card. Unfortunately, unless Konami gives us some super secret reprint like in Maximum Gold, which isn't gonna happen, so yeah, then this is a must-buy card. You have to pick up Forbidden Droplets if you are planning on playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And like real life with actual cards. A card that is actually going up in price, and I'm not 100% sure why, is Mega Thestalos the Firestorm Monarch. Now, Mega Thestalos the Firestorm Monarch is a card that is strictly been played in competitive metas for Monarch players. So you can assume that Pantheism the 3 has given it a boost, mainly because it's one of those hard and highly sought after cards. Monarch players definitely thought that their deck was going to dominate the meta. Unfortunately, that's not yet true quite yet, but Thestalos the Firestorm Monarch is sitting at a whopping $28 a pop. This card does have some amazing effects, allowing you to tribute summon it by tributing a tribute summon monster. Tribute a monster that tribute a monster. One tribute if you tribute a monster with over 5 stars that was tribute summon. And allowing you to look at your opponent's hand and rip a card out of it. This card is so good. I can't think of any other card in the meta that is just as good as this card. I think it is a card that you should buy. I'm showing you a card that's better, right? And is applicable in more decks, huh? Well then, unfortunately for Monarch players, Thestalos the Megastorm Monarch is going to be a hard sell for me. I'm not going to invest into that card. I don't think that players should invest into a strategy that has not seen any success right now, especially if the deck does not have the current potential to do so. I am trying my best, like my serious best, not to disrespect any of you Monarch players, because one of y'all just might actually do something, and I'm going to need that deck profile. Now, players were very quick to call this a Dino meta, mainly because there were no Dino cards to be hit on the Forbidden list, and because of that, Animadorned Arkasaur from the Eternity code set was bought out. This card seen staggering prices of $70 a pop, but is now settled to the $50 range. Animadorned Arkasaur is a very important card for the Dino strategy, allowing you to destroy a dinosaur monster on your hand or field to be able to search an Evolution Pill or a Winged Beast monster. Literally, it's just to search an Evolution Pill. We don't care about that other effect. Literally, we don't do that here. Now, there is a little cool thing about Animadorned Arkasaur, even though you don't really do it. You could destroy a baby Sarasaurus to add a Caliga Crow, the Dark Winged Beast level 2 card that can be special summoned to your side of the field if you have Soul Eating on your field to start popping off with plays. But again, we don't do that here. While Animadorned Arkasaur is a pivotal piece for Dino decks, unless you are a Dino player, a person hell-bent on playing Dinos, which means that you probably should have had Animadorned Arkasaur by now, then this card is going to be a hard pass for me. I would definitely not invest in any Animadorned Arkasaurs at this point in time, maybe a little later when they go down a little more. Now, the last card we are going to talk about just got a reprint inside of Legendary Duelist Rage of Ra. Normally when you say reprint in Skyrocketing, they never go hand in hand, but Winged Dragon of Ra from the Legendary Duelist is a card to go after. Now, Winged Dragon of Ra doesn't necessarily have a great effect, but the thing about this is that it just made its debut in the Ghost Rare form. We have not had a Ghost Rare in who knows how long, and now Winged Dragon of Ra is getting the amongst highest reprint in a Ghost Rare form. Kind of like, you know, the other Ghost Rares that are in that video that you need to watch. Winged Dragon of Ra Ghost Rare is at a whopping $300, and if you think that this is a hard sell, then you'd be dead wrong. This golden fried chicken is a hard buy. Anybody that has a collector's mind would know that Winged Dragon of Ra is going to be a card that players are going to want down the line. The really cool thing about Golden Chicken is that if you buy a case, the odds of you getting this card are extremely high, and if I can remember, Ghost Rares were never that easy to pull. Winged Dragon of Ra pretty much pays for half of the case. Really unfortunate that none of the other cards will like get you any money whatsoever. Well, that's pretty much all that I have for cards that are shooting up in price, and if you should invest or if you shouldn't invest into these cards, let me know down below in the comment section what other type of videos you want to see. Also, be sure to check out these other videos right there. They are awesome, and I'll catch you on the next one. When things aren't necessarily going right and videos aren't doing as well as I want to, I know I can always rely on All Reliable. Yep. Oh. You just looked at the All Reliable ain't reliable no more.